Welcome back to NJ.com. Jackie Friedman here with Mike Kinney, the Star Ledger's boys lacrosse expert. We are here to talk about the group finals. We made it almost all the way. We'll check back next week to see if we did.
That's right.
We have 3 doubleheaders scheduled for tomorrow, Wednesday at 5 and 7. Some pretty stellar matchups here. We'll start with our defending champion in Group 2, Summit against Chatham. It wasn't the closest game earlier this year, but who knows?
That's right. It was domination by Summit. There's no question about it. They were in control of the game. They possessed great. You know, they shot well. Kilkowski around. Mike Ford did a great job of running the offense. Jules Godino did a great job of controlling that zone defense. Chatham had a tough time getting through. It's going to be Chatham playing much better this game. There's no. I'm sure Chatham's going to play better. They've been playing good lacrosse lately, but Summit can also play better lacrosse, and it's just Summit's game. It's Summit's game. It's Summit's championship, and they're going to be the top seed for the TSC.
Group 4 is the other one on site. This is the regional, if you will. Bridgewater, Raritan, Hunterdon Central. These are teams that have some killer streaks going.
You know, this is a heavyweight bout. This is the heavyweight bout of the state tournament right now. It's 2 tough teams from the Skyland division. It's 2 teams that respect the heck out of each other, don't like each other when they're scrapping together on that field. Bridgewater and Hunterdon Central, that's about, no matter what sport it is, and here they are in the state final. First time in a couple years that they've been in the state final together, and it's expected to go on. Hunterdon Central has won 14 in a row. They're playing at the peak of their game right now, and Bridgewater has won 11 in a row. The last team they lost to was Hunterdon Central in overtime, 6-5. So this is going to be an outstanding game. Hunterdon Central right now, Blake Serfus, their attackman, sits at X and just sets up that offense. That's the thing that's playing. Their offense is playing very well right now. Their defense, always expect their defense to be outstanding. Mike Vergalito, the head coach, is also the defensive coordinator. He does a great job. But Tom Bill, the offensive coordinator, has these guys clicking. They're really playing good offense. Bridgewater has to be careful. But it's going to come down to, I think, Tyler Barbarich, Bridgewater, face-off man,
face-offs, yeah,
and an outstanding midi. BJ Grill in the back, playing that defense and just taking it personal every time Hunterdon Central gets inside the box and near the crease. And then just the offense just rolling off Barbarich's ability to get possession and keep possession. I think Bridgewater takes this game.
Well, if you can be in 2 places at once or are not
and
in
we wish we could.
You could be in Livingston. The Group 1 game kicks it off, Mountain Lakes against Glen Ridge. We talked about this could be a kind of changing of the guard.
That's right.
This could be the parity has arrived game.
That's exactly what you said. You said this could be the game where it proves parity's here. I agree with you. People will look at this right now and say, oh, you know, it's a Gibbs division matchup. Just like we were just talking about the Skyline division matchup. It's a Gibbs division, and Gibbs is always there. But Glen Ridge is new to the Gibbs division.
Brand new.
It's their first year in the Gibbs division. This is all brand new. This is all brand new. This is almost like St. Anthony playing in the TSC final against Fairlawn or somebody like that. St. Anthony in the TSC final against, Glen Ridge basketball team.
Right.
It's just not expected. Here's Glen Ridge tough and ready to go. They lost a tough game to Mountain Lakes, 8-7. A lot of people were talking about it, about a controversial last-second goal by Glen Ridge that wasn't called. Here's Glen Ridge's chance to get back on the field and do something. It's going to be a tough game. Matt McMahon runs that Glen Ridge defense. He's tough. And that offense is smooth. Watch for a guy by the name of Gabe Sincutis. He's a big, tough football player. He gets involved in the crease. He catches. He just scores. Nothing fancy, nothing flashy, but he's been producing. But Glen Ridge, Rob Orzietta's back. I'm so happy he is. He's a great kid. He's been working hard. He had a concussion, missed 3 weeks. He's back in action. I think he's the X factor right now. He's back in the lineup. With he in the lineup playing attack, Mountain Lakes is a better 6-on-6 offense now with Rob playing. So I think he and Bill Burgoyne are going to be very tough on Glen Ridge's defense. I think Lakes pulls out a very close game here.
Another game that we think could maybe go a couple different ways. Non-public B also at that location. St. Augustine against Delbarton.
The non-public A.
Non-public A, excuse me.
It could go either way. St. Augustine's offense is smoking right now. The Pontrello brothers, Nico and Steven, are scoring like crazy. They're smoking, but also the defense is playing very well right now, and that's dangerous. Delbarton is very, very solid, though. We've kind of forgotten about them. You know, they went and won the Morris County tournament, and we're not talking about them in the same breath as Immaculate and Summit a little bit. At least I'm not. I don't know why. They're number 2 in the top 20. Somehow they're there. They're sticking around. They're just being steady, solid. They have no one who's a 100-point scorer anywhere near that, but they're very, very balanced. They're very, very tough. Jack Bright runs that defense. And John Schisler is a very, very underrated goalie, only a sophomore. He's done a great job this year. Their offense is just going to move the ball. Can they possess against St. Augustine's, whose defense is playing well? That's going to be the question. This is going to be a very tough game. I think Delbarton's good enough to win it.
And then for the third person that we have created so that we can be in the third place at once Watchung Hills.
That's right.
Non-public B game kicks it off.
Yes.
Immaculata, which has had a stellar season against Montclair Kimberly, who knows what they can do at this point.
Who knows what they can do? That's right. Their only losses to Montclair. They've had a great season. We talked about them 2 weeks ago when they beat Rutgers Prep, who was hot. Rutgers Prep, and they beat Rutgers Prep soundly for the Prep B championship. Two things here. Pingree has played to Immaculata within 1 goal 2 times. Immaculata just got by to this level. As good as they are, they just got by against Pingree again, a 1-goal game. Very well coached team. Montclair Kimberly beat Pingree early in the season, 1 goal. I saw the game. 2 very well coached teams. Can Montclair Kimberly do the same thing to Immaculata and stay in the game and maybe have a chance for Jack Strain to get a pass and score in overtime? He's capable of doing that. Matt Lane's capable of scoring a big goal. They're capable of doing these kinds of things. Montclair Kimberly, can they? They can. But also Immaculata, right now I think their ego's bruised a little bit right now. All coming off that Pingree game. They've been reading the forums about how they just got by, how they're not as good as they advertise, how here they go again, they're not going to get all the way to the TSC. I think these boys are going to take it personal. This is a senior-dominated team. Montclair Kimberly's still a young team. And Ralph Agostino, he's taking it personal. And Kevin Albert at defense, and he's taking it personal. And Taylor Vanderbeek, who is money in the tournament, he knows how to score goals in the tournament, he's going to take it personal. And Ryan Coakley, 2 things. This could be a close game, but I think Immaculata is just going to flex its muscles and just be a little more experienced and just really, really hungry to get by that Pingree game they just got by and really take care of business. I think Immaculata wins B, and they'll get probably a number 2 seed for the Tournament of Champions behind Summit.
Rounding out the day of 6, Group 3,
Big day.
Ridge Moorestown. What do you see coming here?
I see Ridge beat Moorestown 10-6 first time around. I would have said about a week ago, it's been about the same game. Moorestown's a very good team. They're playing better. Baron Wallenhurst does a great job, the coach of Moorestown, of getting these guys better as the year goes on. And, of course, that's what you want. I didn't expect them to be better to the tune of beating Ridgewood 8-2 last week in the semifinals. 8-2, they ripped apart Ridgewood's zone defense. Now, Ridge likes to play some zone defense, too. They played man against Moorestown in the semifinals. Moorestown did a number of dodging against and getting to the cage before Ridge could slide. Ridge had to come out of their man defense and go to zone. And after seeing what Moorestown did to Ridgewood's zone, I think Ridge is a little worried right now.
Yeah, sure.
I think they're a little concerned right now.
Maybe no zone defense.
Right. It was a 10-6 game first time around. Ridge beat them, and I think it's going to be a closer game this time. I still think Ridge takes it. I think Ridge is the Group 3 defending Group 3 champ. I think they win their second Group 3 title.
Well, we hope to see you out there Wednesday next week.
Please.
We'll be back to talk Tournament of Champions.
Right.
So keep coming back to NJ.com and Star Ledger in the meantime. He's Mike Kinney. I'm Jackie Friedman. We'll see you next time.